Art of Hobbiness. My name is Tam, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Erin Shimone.
Hello. So glad to be back here, Tam.
Welcome back to the show, Erin. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
So actually, no, seriously though, it has been a long time.
Yep.
Because I feel like if anyone's noticed, we've got an Erin hobby that's due. We haven't had an Erin hobby in a while. And I was talking to you about that, and you're like, oh yeah, actually I probably should talk about my journey of finding 10-minute hobbies to put in your schedule.
Yeah.
So if I recall, when we talked about it, you're doing 10-minute yoga and you're doing 10-minute walking, right? Are you doing both daily, or
Usually you pick one.
You pick one?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm kind of curious. How did you decide to do 10 minutes, specifically the number 10 even? And how did you pick your two hobbies in those 10 minutes?
Oh, that's a great question. So it really started with... so my work days are like insane, and I just like overschedule myself. It's some of it self-inflicted.
Well, I mean, you're a business owner.
I'm a business owner.
A dentist.
Yes, I'm a dentist and I'm a mom. So I have like, I try to pack
responsibilities.
everything into the hours I'm in work and not have to come back in the off hours, you know?
Yeah, which is something all working moms, I feel like, would try to do. They can relate to that.
Exactly. So, you know, I was finding myself really for years, I've never taken a lunch break. I work over all my lunch breaks, you know, working on the business side of things. And so I was working, you know, walk in the door at 7:15, leave at 5, and don't stop. And I was like, gosh, this is killing me, you know? And so every year I kind of set, as an office, we set, you know, yearly goals. And this year I decided to make that a yearly goal or a goal for myself was to stop doing that to myself.
Like working through lunch?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so that was the time I picked, was on my work days, is taking 10 minutes. And I guess I picked 10 minutes because it felt like manageable and that I would actually do it. Yeah, you know?
That makes sense. Fits in a lunch hour.
Yeah, exactly. So I felt like it was something that I could commit to.
Okay.
And so I don't know, there wasn't any other reason than that.
Okay.
You know? And it felt like long enough there's lots of videos out there, I feel like YouTube videos that are about that long as far as for yoga and then or walking around the block in the neighborhood where I work. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. So that was why. So I set that as like my yearly goal of I'm going to take 10 minutes every lunch hour at least. And sometimes I found myself doing more, but 10 minutes every lunch hour to just not do work and just like check out, like let my brain rest.
Right. Okay. That's great. Yeah. And so did you pick yoga and walking because those were just the most manageable at work?
I think yes, the most manageable because you don't really need any equipment. You know, you can just do it and you don't need anything else. And I think that was the biggest reason. And I can do like the yoga in my little private office. You don't need a lot of space.
You do the yoga in the office? Yes.
Yes.
Do you have your colleagues like walking in on you?
No. Usually close the door and lock, you know.
Do you change into a yoga outfit in the middle of the day?
No, you know, I wear scrubs. So I usually will just take off my jacket. I have like a tank top on and my scrub pants. Yeah. So nothing fancy.
I love it.
Yeah, but you don't even need to wear shoes for that, you know. You just kind of...
Well, that's actually a good question, because then I was going to say, like, so is there anything that you do to kind of, because I feel like with 10 minutes, does that include prep time, or do you have like, because I mean, walking, I guess you just get out the door and walk, right?
Yeah, same thing. You just put on tennis shoes and go, you know. I guess it's not like a hard and fast 10-minute rule, but I would say that like that's like the actual exercise time, not the prep time. But there's it's only like a minute of prep time. So
right, because with the yoga mat, I guess you're just laying out the yoga mat. You're picking that. Do you already have a YouTube video picked out that you're going to watch, or do you have like a
I guess like I have a
head?
couple of people on YouTube that I follow, and they have like hundreds of videos. So like Tim Sinesi's a really big one, and then Yoga with Adrian. Those are the two yogas. And they have so many short little videos that are very easy to do.
That's
so I usually
perfect.
just put them on my phone and do it. So yeah.
Do you so let's just stick to the yoga at work piece, because you're actually still in the office on that one. You don't actually leave the office. Right. So have you found any challenges in which like work emergencies popped up, or like maybe somebody really needed you like during that time? Yeah. Have you had that come?
I definitely have had days where I choose not to do it, and you know, it's still a challenge to like take that break, you know, and I have to like make a conscious effort to do it. So yes, I'm not perfect in doing it every single day. Yeah. But the days I do have done it or do continue to do it is it makes me feel a lot better.
Do
it
you?
Really does, yeah.
You can notice a difference on those days?
Definitely.
I bet it makes sense.
Yeah. Especially going out and walking. If it's, as long as the weather permitting, it
Get you
really
out of
does help the sunshine and just getting moving your body.
Getting that fresh air too. Yep. I'm sure that's obvious. Like that's going to be wonders.
Definitely.
We're not smelling all the toothpaste all day long. Do you get a little buzz from all the toothpaste?
No. People are always like, oh, the tooth smell. But no, I don't notice it anymore.
Don't notice it anymore? No, you've been doing this way too long.
Yeah, for sure.
So, okay, I know you currently do it during your lunch hour, the yoga.
Right.
Did you ever try to do it before work or after work and just found that during lunch hour worked best?
No, I never tried those. The lunch, having little kids, as you know, in the mornings are always hectic and just getting to work on time is like, that's an accomplishment.
Like flying in like Superman. I'm coming, guys.
I mean, truly, I used to be so good. I used to come in like 30 minutes early because we have a morning huddle every day, and I used to come in early and get really set. And now I'm flying in literally like 4 minutes before.
It's so true, though. You're
so
right.
different now. So no, I've never attempted, and especially like at the end of the day, I know that wouldn't happen because I just want to get out of there and get home.
Yeah.
So the lunchtime seems to be really the most manageable. And,
okay.
Yeah.
And do you still make time to eat during your lunchtime with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm always been a quick eater. I would bring my lunch and
dip for the yoga move.
Take
bite
a bite.
and lift up. I think they call it the bend and snap.
Something like that. Thanks, all woods. Yes. No. So yes, I still eat, but usually I eat and work. At the same time. So.
I think I still do that too. It's hard to I feel like Pat always tells me that if he's not here to call me and make sure that I eat during lunch, that I just don't. I just work through it. And I feel like every mom is kind of the same way. We're just used to just pushing through to get to the finish line that we forget some of those basic functions.
It's such terrible, terrible habits, and I'm paid for it. I can tell.
Right.
Definitely.
So what about on the weekends then? Do you find time for that 10-minute workout on the weekends, or do you take off during those?
Yeah, I just do it during the work. So my 4 work days, I try to get those in, and then the other days I do other exercise, more full, bigger, longer exercise.
Oh, okay.
Routines,
so you're still doing something in there. It's just now you're giving yourself that extended time.
Yeah. It was truly just meant for a mental break from work and to get a little physical activity as well.
Yeah.
And get those endorphins going and just.
You're so good about physical movement. I feel like that's a really that really is very fitting for you. That you seem to be drawn to.
I do. I really do. I've always found it really helps my mood.
Yeah.
And definitely.
You feel stronger.
And
with
feel
your
good.
Yoga.
You feel good. I always feel better after you move your body. Even if you don't want to do it, if you start just do it. And then you'll be like, wow, I do feel better. It's amazing.
I think that's
magic.
Great.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome that you found that window of time, because we're constantly preaching to people how it's it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just find any window of time. And you are literally showing that you've been doing this for a year now, and you found that personally for you 10 minutes really is all that you're kind of allotted during the week.
During the work days for sure.
And you're holding that to yourself and keeping yourself accountable for that, and you're saying that you're noticing that it's an improvement on you on those days.
Definitely.
Do you ever so they always say that if you're going to start something new that you should start on a Monday, right? Because you'll always make sure that you do it for the rest of the week. Has there been a week where you didn't do it on a Monday and you felt like it was harder to do your 10-minute workouts?
Oh, interesting. I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it. I don't know. That'd be something I have to pay attention to.
Will you do that for me?
I feel like I would typically do it on a Monday because I'm more motivated, and but I'll have to pay attention to that more.
I'm going to need you to just fake one Monday and be like, I don't see you, yoga mat. You're not in that corner. And then come back Tuesday and tell me.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, Erin. I'm glad that you found that,
really
and I'm glad. Well, hold on. Before I jump out of this episode, though, because we kind of laid on the yoga piece. So, on the walks, do the walks also occur during lunchtime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So they're not going to be before or after. They're going to also occur during.
It'd be
lunchtime.
one or the other. I pick one or the other. So not for any rhyme or reason, I guess. Just depending on if it's a really nice day, I'd be more prone to going out for the walk.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But
I will tell you that sometimes I just go sit in my car and listen to my audiobook because I need
No. God, how many lunches have I ate in my car? Just I want to be alone.
There's definitely been some days where I'm just going to go for a drive and park somewhere else and sit and listen to an audiobook.
Yeah, why not? Just get out of that space, those four walls.
Yes. But no, it really just getting out of getting out of that headspace. It really has made a huge difference. Yeah.
Do you have any of your colleagues in the office? Have they ever like gone and walked with you?
Not with me, but I know that some of them do go walk together.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about going back to your yoga, like just hosting your own little yoga class and like having everybody bring? Yes.
Oh wow.
Have them all bring their yoga mats.
Yeah. No, I haven't.
Maybe you could make it like a yoga party once a month or once a week.
Yeah.
If you need me to instruct.
Yeah, you're gonna do that.
You can push play on a YouTube video.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I have no intent.
I don't see you doing downward dog or anything.
Downward dog. I'm gonna be the hype girl. I'm gonna push the play on the YouTube video. I'm gonna like go. Because you cheer in yoga, right?
No.
Okay.
It's actually a very mellow, quiet, meditative thing.
But anyway, I'm so excited that you were able to share with us one of your hobbies, because I know I've been waiting for my Erin to give me some hobby inspo. I'm going to try 10 minutes because you're right. It's a totally obtainable time frame within a lunch hour, because I feel like even if I do ever take lunch, it's like 30 minutes or less. Like I literally only take the time to eat if I take the time.
Right.
And I'm surely it's not 30 minutes.
Yeah. And then you're also doing stuff you're like multitasking while you're eating.
Absolutely. Because I'm probably still looking at emails while I'm doing it. So it's a really good.
The other thing I have started trying to do is like not like eat my lunch and just focus on that too and not multitask. Just taking a break from the multitasking seems to be a help in the mental shift as well.
Do you feel like you're like kind of becoming like really good at it? Do you feel like you're still
better,
a work in progress?
For sure, better work in progress. I mean, for sure. The busier days, it's a lot harder to take that time. Yeah. But I can tell a big difference. So I feel like the more I do it, the more I want to keep it going. Just like anything, you see the positive benefit, and it's self-reinforcing.
That's great. That's awesome, Erin. Good job.
So just inspiration to listeners, like you said, 10 minutes is all you need to just get started with something.
That's great.
It can really change your day.
I'm going to have to implement that. I think that's something I know that I personally would like to work on, is taking back like my lunchtime. And I think that's a great tip to try to do, because like you said, even the walking, like the prep time, there's no prep time there. Just literally put your shoes on and walk out the door, right? Yeah. And I can do that. Why don't I do that? Yeah. Good idea, Erin.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a big difference in you're still going to get done at the same time probably, right, for the day. You're
right.
So
you had the time. You're supposed to take the lunchtime. I can do the lunchtime.
That's right. That's what it's for. It's a break.
It's a break.
Right.
Well, thanks for listening to us today, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Hobbies.
Yes.
Do it.
We look forward to catching up with you on the Art of Hobbies next time.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to The Art of Hobbiness. Be sure to subscribe and leave a review. And for more Erin and TM fun, be sure to follow us on all socials for behind-the-scenes footage on our journey to find hobbiness.